Well, nope, I gotta get my mic. Today is October 14th, Monday. Hope all of you had a good weekend. And I hope people are still working towards recovery along the East Coast and are being successful in their endeavors to have a warm, sheltering place and getting some food. And I know it's going to be hard. There's a lot of towns that are missing in the different areas up there in the North Carolina and some of it in Tennessee, and the flooded areas all along the East Coast, including, of course, Florida got hit twice. It can be extremely devastating. You just get cleaned up from one and get hit again, and I don't know how much you can recover, how many times you can rebuild a home when you get hit continuously with these floods. But what else can we go about? I feel a little better. I still have a lot of phlegm in my upper part of my chest up here, and it's a little sore. But a week ago or so, my wife and I both had flu shots. For the COVID and the seasonal flu both. We've already had our RSV shot a year ago, and you only have to take those every 2 years. And the year before that, we caught it. So, health-wise, it's a little hard to breathe it, but I'll get out of that soon enough when I feel a little better. I took some Tylenol today, so it makes me look tired. I'm not on any painkillers or anything like that. The medications I have don't mess with my mental agility or my physical agility. In other words, the only painkiller I'm using is just Tylenol. I don't particularly care for other stuff. And when things get real bad with my lungs, I end up going on a regime with prednisone. Okay, yesterday, last night I did watch Two Leaves in a Pod. Always enjoy their show. And most of the people that normally go there were there. And although we certainly didn't cure the ills of the world, we were able to clear some things up and get questions out there for others. And I know I predicted yesterday that I probably would get plenty of flack from my video, and it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be. Although there's some others that were the normal haters out there that wouldn't matter what's going on, they're just going to have their words and that's it. And if it makes them happy, I guess they can smile and go home and sleep at night. I don't know. I'd hate to be like that. One in particular, he decided to put a video up and it showed the lack of intellectual he was lacking in his artistic abilities for sure. I don't know. I thought he would be better than that as far as the quality of product that he would put out there. But apparently, he's not as trained as well as what I thought he was. That's too bad. I got a good laugh out of it, and life goes on. That's for sure. He wasted a lot of time, and he didn't have any artistic value to waste. So, I guess that's that. All we can do is laugh about it and let him go out and make it some more, right? And I did notice, by the way, that he had quite a few on there. You'd think he'd get better at it the more he makes, but he doesn't. maybe, well, I don't know. His mental agility is not up to par, that's for sure. And I can't think of, I wish I could say something positive about it, but it'd be a little hard. I was thinking, gee whiz, you think he'd spend more time on it trying to put something up if he was going to attack me. But he must have been in a rush because it was one of the poorest conscripted pieces of crap I've ever saw. Oh, goodness. I shouldn't laugh at him. I don't want to hurt his feelings. Poor guy. You know. I was going to say he's an immigrant, but he's just ignorant. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. I know he's a regular on Vig Nation, and they got somebody over there, I think that's a seer, whatever it is. Weird. I stopped by for about 10 minutes, and that was enough for me. I went on. Maybe some of the rest of you were able to see and interpret a little better. And I don't know if Slug was on there or not. It seemed like somebody said that he'd been attacked last night on 2 leads. So they're trying to look after their little boy. I'm surprised that right now they're bringing him into the fold. So we can expect more news about that marriage of juvenile minds, I guess. It won't be long before they attack each other again, for sure. Yeah, it's one of those things where I know that he was scared off by mainly some of those people within the Kool-Aid drinkers, and that's too bad. But not everybody has the grit to stand up for their own rights, to be their own person. And we have to have kind of an understanding of people like that, because they don't have enough. I use grit as a basis for it, but they'll never be their own person. They'll be full of bluff and want you to think how, well, they're just, they're really with it. They can really do things. But when you find out that's just all a front, that's too bad. And I was a little wondering, I thought Vague Nation was for the veterans mainly of the United States, but I see that he has several foreigners on there on a regular basis, and I'm beginning to wonder what the deal is. They have a different view of our country, obviously, and seem to think they know our laws very well, which it's obvious that they don't. Right? That's just one of those things, I guess. Some people, they don't care who their friends are. They just don't. So anybody that smiles and gives them a handshake is a new friend that they'll take into the hold. Anything else out there that I need to go over? I haven't looked at a lot of things today, other than I was trying to see the recovery of different areas. I do know that there's a claim up there in North Carolina, I believe, that there was a militia-type group that had threatened FEMA people, and they pulled out of this one area. I haven't heard any more about it. It's hard to tell on what it was. It could have been a group got together to protect their particular area. You just never know. You get back in some of those hollers out there, and people don't really like other strangers going across their grounds. They get very upset. And that could be the case. I don't know. But I'm sure the news will pick up on it tonight and let us all know, right? I don't know who to give a shout out today. I'm a little tired. I stayed up quite a while watching two Leads in a Pod. And Robbie was on there. I think he's getting his stuff together pretty well. But he's been doing it a number of years, so he's kind of got everything right down to the nitty gritty. Does anybody else have any questions or things that you want me to research or? I'm probably a little bit too tired to stay on here over a few minutes. I think I've got 10 minutes in here. It feels like I've been on an hour. I think I'll probably spend most of the afternoon just looking to see how things are going with our citizens out there as far as being able to move in a forward direction on recovery of all those areas that got hit with these last two storms. Prayers out to everybody that is needing some assistance. Hope the good Lord comes in and gives you that helping hand. And I think that's about it for today. I would put more on here. I just don't have a whole lot on there to give you. And I want to thank you guys that were praying for me too. I know yesterday I was in rough shape, and I still am trying to recover some of it. And I don't really know what causes all this. Well, I guess COPD, that's just kind of a baseline thing, but sometimes it makes me susceptible to other stuff. And that's a lot of the case right now is probably the time of the year. And hopefully I can get back into the normal way of doing things. In the meanwhile, if anybody that gets up there and running, and I run across them while I'm out there doing a little research, I'll watch your channel. And hope you come back to mine. Give me a thumbs up, if you will. And if you want to subscribe, there's a subscribe button down there, too. You're free to come and go at your will, and you're free to give your opinion. Just don't get knot-headed about it. That's the big thing. And I appreciate it when you don't cuss too much on my channel. It's not you're not going to get kicked off for it, but it's not really all fully appreciated. I just don't. When people use a lot of four-letter words, it's catchy. It's like a disease. And you end up sometimes using those four-letter words. It's bad enough that I let them slip once in a while. And I know that you all do too, or most of you do. It's just that some, like Slug, he has trouble with vocabulary. And he covers up with it with a lot of swearing. And that's his stick. He likes that. And it makes him look whatever he wants to look like. And most people cringe when they are around it very much because it's just not polite. But then there's a lot of people that aren't polite, that's all. And I'm not picking on you, Slug. At least around me, you've held it to a minimal, and I really appreciate that. I hope that you can find what you're looking for out there. It's too bad that these people scared you off the way they did. But someday you'll grow up and maybe you'll grow a pair. I'm not trying to insult you. In all sincerity, I really hope you can grow up. And with that, goodbye, everybody, and I'll see you later.